Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Sims 4 Covenant Legacy Challenge. My name is Ronald the Simmer, and this is, I'm pretty sure, episode 26. If not, it's episode 27. Um, but we are currently right now here with Lady Giselle and Princess Deianira, the third born princess to Queen Orlin Odina. So, as you guys can see, we had a very big mini movie in the beginning of the episode, and a lot of stuff happened. Before I do get into that, guys, I do want to discuss what is going on here with Lady Giselle and Dioneer. So, as you all know, I'm gonna make sure that we are down here. As you all know, guys, Princess Dioneer has been having the want to become friends with Lady Giselle for a while now, but I've never really completed it because we've been busy with other things. But now I am going to have this episode be the day that we do complete this one. And instead of Dioneer going out to do it, I decided to let Giselle do it. Now, Giselle is coming over here because she is trying her best to get closer to all of the princesses. She wants to have allies in court, and with allies, um, the princesses could someday be on the council. Everything could change. The queen does very much. She can in the future make her daughter, if she wanted to, her lady hand or lady stewardess, lady alchemist, even her lady hand. So I think she's trying to befriend the princesses to ensure that her position at court will be stabilized because the the queen, she has her daughters, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and play the game here. As you guys can see in the background, a lady, Audra, is currently learning how to play art. She's practicing archery because like I said in the previous episode, I do want to start using archery skill because I am going to make a holiday out of this. But to back over here to the main point I was coming at, um, she wants to form, and I feel like this is very convenient for Princess Dioneira because of course she does want to become friends with Audra, and I feel like she probably feels very special right now because Giselle is coming up to her instead of the other way around. She's even given our princess, is she friends with her now? She is not, but she's even given our princess some friendly advice. So Dioneira uh is really taken with Giselle, and I'm pretty sure she's probably trying to give the same spiel to like that she has done with Elodie to Dioneira. Call me your aunt. I'm your aunt. I'm your mother's good friend. You can call me your aunt. And yeah, but as we all know, Dioneira is oh, okay. Let me see. Let me come over here to Lady Clara. Guys, I have been off screen, guys. I have been making our ladies focus on their magical skills to the fullest extent. So she has gotten a new potion of magical insults, which is very interesting. I'm actually gonna turn on testing cheats. True BB dot move objects on. Oh, I put an I in between the B. Oh, did it not work? BB dot move objects on. Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, it's still not working. Maybe I have to do this, or I don't know. Anyway, guys. So yes, I have been getting the ladies to work on their magical prowess. So Lady Clara, she has been brewing and making as many um potions as possible because I have been lacking in the department of let's see, mixed master. We can do that. I have very much been lacking in the in the magical field. She's now a master. Is she? Yeah. And she's going to be soon a virtuoso, virtue. I think that says virtuoso. I don't know. Lady Reagan is now a acolyte. Lady Giselle is an acolyte as well. Lady Audra is still a neophyte. She has not been working on her magical prowess as much. But the queen is now an adept as well. Yeah, she's the queen is now a little bit higher. than the rest of the people. The only person that's higher than the queen currently is Lady Clara. She's a very strong witch. But I'm trying to make sure the queen is at a good magical skill before she does become an elder, because I mean it would make sense because she's been around for years. Princess Elodie has been working on her magical prowess and she's become an acolyte in the process, as well as all of the princesses who have magic at the time being. Surprisingly, guys, when I was getting them to train with their magic, Dioneira was the highest one. And I think that explains a lot about her personality. She's a very dutiful daughter. You know, she's neat and she's a perfectionist, so she's probably trying to make sure that she is very much giving the appearance of a strong princess. She's not ambitious. She's not as ambitious as her older sister Artemis. I wouldn't even say ambitious, but she does overdo it. Trying to make sure that she is the best. Whereas Dioneira, she she's doing what needs to be done basically. And so she was the highest out of all her siblings. Elodie, she was more so in terms of training, she was more so high in terms of athleticism, compared to her other sisters. Yeah, so she has a fitness in 3, but now she is a little bit higher in her magical skills, and right now currently the highest because I was making them work for that magic. So anyway, yes, back over here to Lady Giselle and Dioneira.
For Ringo.
Giselle, she is definitely trying to make sure that the princesses in her that she's trying to make sure that the princesses are in her pocket. And I think this might actually put a threat. This might actually make Audra feel like she's being threatened. And she's actually in the background right now. She's probably trying to listen in on the conversation. And Giselle seems to really like Dioneira
Radish.
from the sentiment she's getting about her. But yeah, this is Giselle. She's trying to make her moves, and I think yes, they are officially friends. So I'm going to allow her to do what she pleases now. She wants to chat with one of the Queen's Guard, which is interesting, and make something of excellent quality. So we can see about that. Oh, and Giselle has gotten a new potion, Transcendent Charmer. I'm pretty sure it says Transcendent Charmer. Yes, it is. So now that I have gotten the beginning of the episode, oh my gosh, she's getting so many potions. Potion of a rejuvenation. Oh, a potion that allows the Sims to remain at their current age. That can be very useful in the future. Um, that's very interesting. So this woman she's getting these potions in, which I'm pretty proud of her. So in today's episode, guys, I'm gonna get Lady Audrey to stop. And I want her to come over here. I'm going to turn on Hitline Effects. I mean, not Hitline Effects. Turn on Autonomy on full because I did have it off so that these two wouldn't run away as I was doing this friendly stuff. I am gonna go ahead and have her come be friendly to Princess Dioneira because that is one of her wants. And while we're doing that, I'm going to discuss what happened in the mini movie. So in the mini movie, guys, we saw Clara and Audra talking of ways to get rid of Giselle. Now, Audra and Clara are not good friends. They are friends, but they are not close. And I think what has brought them together is their rivalry against Lady Giselle. Lady Giselle has made enemies of two powerful people at court, and these people are sick of it. They are sick of it. They're sick of being in walking on eggshells essentially around Lady Giselle. It is and I feel like Lady Giselle, she's gonna get up and go because she wants a little to do. She doesn't want to be around people she does not like. So let's get her to come in here and she can go ahead and cross it. She's gonna leave this conversation. But yeah, they were discussing ways to get rid of Clara. I mean, not Clara, Giselle. And I'm actually gonna go to my script because I did actually make a script for this, guys. I do it with every episode so that I know what I'm talking about. Um, but in basically the mini movie, she was saying, essentially how Audra was saying how she wishes that she would have kept Giselle in her place, essentially. Well, more so, Clara was saying how the queen does not try to put Giselle in her place. And Audra was saying how she regrets not doing that. And she says that because, it's basically given Giselle free reigns almost because they have become friends, and it's given Giselle free reign to kind of say certain things and do as she pleases almost. So Apollo is hungry. Um, let's see. I can get the queen maybe. I did. Did I put I did not. That's probably at the other castle. So I'm gonna come over here and get the queen to kill and call Apollo. And then when she's done, she can come back over here to the game room and play. But yes, Ardra was explaining essentially how she regretted ever allowing that to happen. But as we all know, in the beginning of the series, from what I remember, the queen was very upset with Orlin. Not the queen was very upset with Audra when she found out that there was like this beef going on between her and Giselle, and she kind of put the blame on Audra and essentially said that it was all Audra's fault. And I think that in that sad way, she kind of fell out of favor with the queen a little bit. She was still, of course, a lady hand, but the queen was not seeking her counsel as much, as sad as it sounds. And um, yeah, it's very sad. But oh my God, what's going on with Lady Clara? My love, please get inside of your winter wear. Yeah, get inside this one. So yeah, basically, Audra was saying how she regretted. And I'm basically gonna fast forward through some of it. Essentially, Audra had a thought, and she's been thinking this for quite some time now. She is very fearful of Giselle, basically. I don't think she's that fearful, but she is somewhat fearful of Giselle taking her place and becoming the next Lady Hand and her getting discarded from court. And she has been thinking for quite a while to herself that she should form a spy network. And we're gonna do that by creating a club here. That's what we're gonna do. But that's not gonna happen until next episode, guys. A lot of things will happen to next episode, including the concubine ball that I'm planning on doing. That won't happen until next episode because I have something planned with that. So in this episode, we're just basically trying to chill, talk about the story a little bit, and also um get we're gonna go over to Lady Giselle's home this episode, and we are going to go basically talk to Corbin because she has been wanting to talk to her husband for quite a while. So we're gonna be spending some time with Lady Giselle today, and having her spend some time with her family. So we are going to go over to Sunneth Castle this episode. So Giselle, with that being said, when she found out that, this is what Audra wanted, she, was asking Audra how it would be done. And basically, Audra explained the details, and she said that they would hire serving males that would be under Clara so that nobody would suspect anything from Audra because she felt as if Giselle watches her move, which I feel like is somewhat true. I feel like Giselle, though she does not like Audra, but she watches her. And I feel like she watches her because she wants her position. She does not want to be the Lady Knight. She wants to be the Lady in Hand. She wants to have the most power at court. And she she wants to be essentially the Queen in the Shadows. Um and I don't know if I kind of want to give you guys what I think of Lady Lady Giselle, like what her ideal is. Now, I don't think that Giselle seeks to replace the queen. I don't believe that. I feel like Giselle, she, of course, she basically wants the queen to listen to her in so many ways of explaining. She does not want to replace the queen, but I do think that she basically essentially wants to be the queen's ear. She wants to have the queen's ear. She wants to tell the queen the things that she should do. Like she's basically here to basically be the queen of the shadows. She does not want Prince Amir is calling the chat. Sure. Um, she does not want to be somebody in the background, essentially. And she's not technically in the background, but she wants more than what is to offer. I feel like Giselle is loyal to Queen Orlin in her own way, but she feels other people are unloyal to the Queen. And she's kind of just spewing this hate, and she wants to be this most powerful person, but sometimes she's really not the most powerful person in the room. I feel like Audra really is the most powerful lady in the queendom. I would not. Oh, I just had a hiccup. But yeah, I feel like Audra is the most powerful, but Giselle is right behind Audra, and I feel like she's trying to become that powerful lady. And um, I feel like she feels as if Audra's corrupting her court. Giselle wants to be basically queen only, only in action, not in name. She respects the queen. Well, not really, because if you really did respect the queen, would you be trying to basically rule the queendom for her? Anyway, apart from that, essentially, Audra and Clara, they're plotting. And the court is essentially split right now, guys, which is I find it very interesting. The court is essentially split. Um, she she wants to get rid of Giselle, and she's going to form a spy network that will be under. The spies are going to report to her because they are men loyal to her household, but they are going to be under the command of, well, they're going to be under Lady Clara, but Lady Clara will report to Audra about the spies so that Giselle won't suspect anything, because I do feel like Giselle watches Audra because she covets her position and she's looking for any and everything to get her out of that position of Lady Hen. Now, by the end of their little secret meeting in Audra's chambers, um, Lady Audra was summoned to the Queen's chambers. And when she was summoned to the Queen's chambers, the queen basically was inviting her in, welcoming, and Audra was thinking like, why would the queen call me to her chambers and all this other stuff, and you know everything in between. She was very like, why is she calling me? Like she was a little worried because she was scared that the queen would like reprimand her for something. She it was very un uh it was very surprising that the queen called her. Because she was not expecting a call from the queen. What is going on? All alone from people. Oh, okay. Let's get the queen to use the restroom. And I feel like in this moment, we're going to go ahead and get the queen to play chess with Lady Audra. So let's go ahead and get you to stop with this. Because you do have to use the restroom, my love. But yeah, the queen basically, no, 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 no. Go use the restroom, then you can come over here and play with Audra. So yeah, at the end of it all, guys, essentially, Orlin wants to hold a concubine ball for essentially all of her daughters, but more so Elodie. At this ball, guys, the princesses will all get a chance to find a concubine, but the queen is more so focusing on Elodie, and the queen wants to make sure that Elodie has at least three concubines at the end of the ball, uh, of her choice. Like we're not going to actually initiate them into the harem until Elodie becomes of age, but the queen will have her choices for Elodie by the end of the ball. And if the other princesses end up choosing a concubine for themselves during it, then that'll be fine as well. So, yeah, that's basically my plan, and I'm very curious to see next episode how that will go. But she was telling Audra that she thought it would be a very nice idea if they hosted this ball, and Audra, she told the queen that this will be wonderful. Um, it would prove nicely. It would strengthen Princess Elodie's legitimacy, basically, in so many words. She would be very strong. Um, it would make her look very strong if she had a harem already set up for the future. And that is, I am so sorry, guys. My throat needs to be cleared so bad. But that is essentially what happened between the queen and Audra. And look at this. At the end of it all, Queen Orlin told Audra that she wished for Audra to go ahead and host this party, organize all the males, make sure that there are no humans for my daughters, because Audley already has enough of the vampires. She doesn't want to dilute the royal bloodline anymore with a vampire. So yes, Audra is responsible, guys, for the next episode to host this grand ball in honor of the princess here. I am gonna get the queen to talk
Aw.
to her, um, enthuse about magic, uh, talk about potion mishaps, joke about the old times between them. You know, they were talking about Sirius during the midi movie. But also, guys, I have updated the Google Doc that we have. It's a little different. I've highlighted a lot of stuff, and I've kind of created sections in it so that you guys will be able to better understand what everything was, so that you can pinpoint everything. So you don't have to read a long list and try to skim through it and find out what you're looking for. So let me actually get everybody to go to bed because they are tired. Oh my god, and hungry. Actually, everybody get up. Well, Giselle is not hungry, so I'm actually gonna allow her to go to sleep. Giselle is hungry though. So I'm just gonna make this quick, and I'm gonna get the queen to serve all, and I'm gonna get them all to go ahead and come over here to eat, and then I'm gonna send them to bed. So I have changed a few things in the rules, guide. Not well. I made some adjustments in the rules, I would say, and I've added some stuff too. So I do want to discuss this in this episode. Oh my god, I only got 13 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. Oh my god, it's so hard trying to process all of this in a small 35-minute episode, but I'm gonna try my best. Um, so let me go ahead and get this turkey over here. But essentially, guys, I'm gonna go to the Google Doc right now. Um, and in the rules, I've added. Let's see. So okay, you know how I said, and you know how I've said in like past episodes that there will be three estates given to the princesses. That has in fact changed. I decided that the only people that would be given basically castles and lands of their own will be the elder two sisters. So no longer will the elder three sisters get it, but only the elder two. So there's only going to be Moonstone and Sunstone Castle, and that will be, of course, given to Princess Elodie and Princess Artemis. So they will have lands to govern and rule on their own, which will give them influence. Now, something that I did not add here, guys, is the influence. I have not added that yet. I do want to create a mini system of influence, so that because the last time I had a point system, it was kind of like just a lot for me to follow, so I got rid of it. But I'm gonna try to make this point system as simple as possible for me because I feel like a mechanic like that isn't needed um in order for me to understand what is going on with these sims and stuff. So essentially, guys, I'm gonna get her to use the restroom first. She's eating already. I guess that is good. Let's get you to get some turkey when you're done, and because that's not gonna fill you up, my love. Let's get you to come down here, grab you a serving of food, as well as Princess Celestia. So I have not added the influence, which I will do like sometime in the next episodes coming up, especially when the princesses age up. That's when I'm going to start adding the influence points. Well, start making rules for them and actually utilizing them. But for right now, um, not prestige points. That's the old thing I used to have. But influence points won't come in until basically the princesses age up. And I've mentioned this because, of course, the princesses once Artemis and Elodie become the princesses of Sunstone and Moonstone, they will effectively start officially begin their influence, which can damage and repair your reign depending on how well your tenure goes as queen, even as princess, because reputation does matter when you're a princess as well. So, um, I'm gonna just get to basically the meat of what I've decided to do. So I've added a new thing called claimants, and I'm gonna just read it from here. There are multiple different claimants, and they all stem from the royal bloodline. I'm gonna get Princess Elodie in the bed here. Claims are given only to daughters, sons, and grandchildren of the queen. Once Artemis is done eating, she can also come to bed. Somebody made macaroni and cheese in her cauldron. I bet it was her or one of her sisters. Once Deianira is done, she can go to bed, and once Princess oh, not Nat, but once Princess Celestia is done, she can go to bed. And I'm just gonna sit here and watch the Queen lag down for a bit as I talk about this. Daughters have the strongest claims. They are called first claimants. Daughters of princesses have the second strongest claims. They are called second claimants. Daughters of princes have the weaker claim. However, they are the third strongest claim. They are called third claimants. And finally, princes have the weakest claim. They are called fourth claimants. These claims will play a part in influence as well as civil wars and coups. They determine how strong a person's claim to the throne is. First and second claimants taking the throne have first and second claimants will have easier access to taking the throne. They are direct descendants of the queen through the female bloodline. The claim is stronger than any. Third claimants are not as strong as the first two, but they have a claim nonetheless. They are women. They could be of a different bloodline, but they are direct descendants of the queen through the male line. If there are no daughters to the queen, these claimants would rise up to the first and second claimants. Fourth claimants are the weakest of them all. They are the queen's blood, yes, but they are men. This realm is one of female dominance. However, just because they have the weakest of them all doesn't mean claiming the throne is impossible. So, as you guys can hear there is a possibility a male can one day rule over this kingdom, but not through the means of natural succession. It could be through a coup. Like if you guys know if you guys know English history, um, how King Edward the seventh or placed the Lady Jane on the throne, and she was not supposed to be queen. It was really supposed to be Mary. Something like that could happen. Maybe not execution with Lady Jane, but something like that could happen. Now let's go on to the next thing. Coups. Coups can happen in two different ways. One way is a dynasty turning on one another, and two, a new dynasty rising. Nonetheless, whenever a coup is happening, it is a bloodless civil war until it isn't. On a queen's deathbed, she may have multiple daughters or granddaughters. If the eldest two daughters, eldest heirs, are not in the capital when their mother or grandmother passes, there could be an instance where one of her younger siblings, cousins, is placed upon a throne. Unlike civil wars, coups can sometimes be unwanted by the claimant. These claimants' traits matter little to the queen maker's skills. It is all determined on how the council feels about their upcoming heir. If the heiress has made enemies with if the heiress has made enemies with her queen's council or has put little effort into making alliances and relationships with them, they may look to other family members to put on the throne. If the majority of the council has a higher relationship with other claimants, there is a risk they may turn on the lawful heir. If this is the case, you must roll a die to see if a coup will commence. Roll a 20-sided die to decide 9, 12, and 15 a coup will happen. When a claimant is placed upon a throne, there is a chance a civil war will happen. Their support will be determined by their opponent's relationships with other nobles. And civil war is 1 through 10, and if the person that has been usurped, the heiress has been usurped, decides not to take the throne, 11 through 20 is passive, so they won't go against the usurper. Um, Lastly, with fools, if the usurped heir has bent the knee, I will leave it up to the player to decide if the usurper will spare the former heir or execute her. Sparing her could save her from the reign of the previous heir supporters, or destroy it if the usurper decides to take what is theirs years later. It is your decision. So basically, if a princess, if a queen well, if somebody has usurped basically the queen or the heiress to the throne, and somebody that is not supposed to be on the throne ends up taking the throne, um, there is a chance, and she allows the person to take the throne, and she does not go to war. If she is spared, there is a chance that she could rise up and take the throne. There's no numbers for that. That is like more of a story based thing. If you guys want to do that, and I might do that in the future if something like that happens. So, yeah, that's just something that I did want to say. And the last thing that I have added is religion. So I want to talk more about their religion. Actually, I was supposed to. Huh. This might be like a 50-minute long episode, guys. I don't know. Because today was supposed to be the episode in which we would have the prayer rites. and then go also to see Lady Giselle's husband. But I guess that won't. I mean, yeah, we can do a 50-minute episode, guys. I'm really trying to balance out my episodes, but there's so much storytelling to say. So, with religion, I'm basically going to be expanding upon. Well, you know what, guys? Instead of talking about the religion right here, how about I cut here and wait until we have the prayer rites? I'm getting them all to go to bed. Lady Margaret probably should be traveling over to Aldina Castle in a little bit. So actually, I'm going to explain what is going on in the religion once Lady Margaret gets here and we have the prayer right. So I'll see you all then. Okay, guys. So here we are for the day of the prayer rites. I was about to say the day of the goddess, but we are here for the prayer rites, and we have Lady Margaret here. Because today she is going to be preaching to the ladies about the goddess. And I am going to, in the midst of that, I'm going to be explaining how their religion works a little bit more. I'm sorry, guys, I did have to cut out because I did forget about Prince Amir, and he was definitely supposed to be a part of the discussion this episode. So I don't think that we will have time to go visit Lady Giselle because I don't want, I really don't want to go over the limit because I am trying to make sure that we do have shorter episodes so they are more digestible. I mean, but if you guys just tell me how you feel about the long episodes, but I am going to try to keep them short because I know that watching something like an hour long can be a little frustrating, especially when you're trying to get more details in. But um for right now, we're just gonna have to do what we have. So yeah. Anyway, Margaret is gonna come over here and she's gonna go ahead and yeah, let's get her to practice her speech here. Um, I wonder what she was doing. But yes, they are all currently praying to the goddess in honor of the prayer rites. And once they get done doing their prayer and Giselle is sitting here preaching about the goddess, we are going to go ahead and get them to light the candles in remembrance of the goddess as well as their loved ones and the ones that have passed. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what I have created. So let me go to the Google Doc right now. It says here, religion. This is not an actual rule, but more of a flavor for world building and my own personal use. In my own legacy, the witches come from a broken world, Sirius, in which they were able to save pieces through the means of magic, the magic realm. When they traveled to this world, they brought with them their own personal religion. It is called the rites of Gaia. So they call their goddess Gaia. That is her name, if you guys are wondering. They worship a goddess who has angels protecting them that look as if they are female children. Along with that, they also have the passage ones, skeletal beings that help them into the afterlife. Um, they were once beautiful men. Legend has it, the legend has it that the goddess stripped them of their bodies once they thought themselves better than the angel protectors, which would be these guys here. So these men, they were men, they are men, and the goddess stripped them of their beauty. Oh, look at her sitting on Margaret's seat. Oh no, you are getting very bold, woman. And she can't meditate right now, so just come stand right here instead. Don't sit down. Just stand. You can't listen to it? Yeah, I don't want you sitting up here. Just come over here, I guess. But yes. There were once beautiful men. Legend has it that the goddess had stripped them of their beauty once they thought themselves better than the angel protectors. So they were once beautiful men, but they were stripped of their beauty due to the fact that they were basically unmodest, not very demure. um, Let me see. In their book of rites, witches believe that the goddess made mortal men and then they made witches. In their minds, Gaia made a distinction of the two races and made the witches and warlocks more in her image. Her power flows within the witches. Essentially, they are demigods, the voice of Gaia, her true children. When they came to Earth, Margaret herself felt the pull of the sun and the moon, Sol and Luna. In their world, they had two suns and three moons, dubbed by the saints in the old robes. She felt death. She felt death and rebirth in Sol, and birth and sorrow in Luna. With that, the new saints were risen and the old ones were left behind. In the old world, Sirius, the beings there were very similar to the humans of the new world, much like everything. Partly why the witches chose this world. So, guys, as you all heard there, that's a very short description of what the witches believe and their goddess-like beliefs. Um, I think the queen is gonna come over here and hug Margaret and thank her for her sermon. Well, actually, before we do that, I think Margaret here, she's gonna call up the prince here. So he's gonna stop his meditation and he's gonna come up here, and Margaret here is gonna come over here and be thankful to Amir, and she's going to tell everyone that the queen's son, and it's so cool how we have. Oh, no, no, no! Do not sit there. Stand up. Maybe Margaret let him come up here because this is Margaret's seat, guys. Whenever she comes over for prayer rites, this is where Lady Margaret sits. Because Lady Margaret is almost on the same level as Queen. Definitely not on the same level as Queen, but she has a lot of power due to the fact that she is essentially um she is like the Pope in so many ways. So the only differences between her and the Pope is that she's under the rule of a queen. So yeah, uh, with that being said, Lady Margaret here, she has brought up Prince Amir up here on the stage here on the standing, and she is telling them how the goddess has blessed the prince, and that her blood especially flows through the prince's veins. Um, and she's making a comparison here to show here that Celestia was born before Amir, but he's aging quicker than his own sister. And I feel like I feel like even though we might not be able to see it, Amir is probably looking a little bit older than Celestia, even though he's younger than his own sister. So she's explaining to everyone that the goddess especially has blessed Prince Amir, and that um, he grows quickly because he has the goddess touch within his veins. And with that being said, I think that the ladies here are all gonna come up to the prince and be thankful to him because um they want the goddess's blessing, so they are going to come over here and be thankful to somebody who has the blessings of the goddess. So we're gonna get them to do that. We're gonna get the queen especially to come over here and be thankful to her own son. Um, but yes, it's very much being known to everyone that Prince Amir himself is growing very quickly, which is odd, but they are chalking it up to their religious beliefs, guys. They are chalking it up to the fact that they are, you know, witches and that the goddess has blessed him. That's what they're chalking it up to. And Amir, I feel like he's feeding into it. He's definitely feeding into it. Let's get Ellaby to come over here and be thankful to her little brother. Um, but come over here and be thankful to him. And you can come over here and do the same, Princess Artemis. So come over here and be thankful to your brother. Oh wait, let me actually get you all to stop. Stop. Have you stopped? Stop. You're meditating. Princess Dionira, you can come over here and be thankful to your brother. Celestia, I feel like might be a little jealous about this, but children will be children, and she's gonna come over here and be thankful to Amir as well. So they have all started to be thankful towards him. And with that being said, I am going to go ahead and get them to complete their traditions, and they can come over here and start lighting the candles. So I'm gonna get Lady Giselle, Lady Reagan, I meant to say, to come over here and light these candles. You don't have to watch the debate anymore. And Lady Clara can do the same this way. You can even stop talking along. Yeah, Lady Audra I mean, I feel like Lady Giselle is probably smirking in the back of her head because, like, she's like, yeah, this is my doing. And thank God the queen is believing this is religious fair play. And maybe I feel like even Giselle would probably be a little delusional about this and be like, the goddess has given her the strength to go. It's the reason why this has happened is because the goddess told me to do this. So she might feel like this is the goddess's power, and that the goddess did make this happen because Giselle made it happen because the goddess told Giselle to do it. I feel like that's something that she probably would be thinking along those lines because I feel like Giselle is radical in that way. But she's gonna come over here and light these candles once she is done thanking the princess, prince being thankful to her to the younger prince here. But she is looking at everything and is going to plan for her. Even though Lady Audra doesn't really believe in this type of stuff, she's gonna come over here and be thankful to the prince. Oh, she didn't get to do it with Amir, so I'm gonna make sure she does come back over here and do this. I'm gonna turn back on autonomy. Um, very soon my timer should be going off. Actually, in 39 seconds. So I actually did get a little bit I did get some stuff done in time. I am gonna have the queen go ahead and complete. She's probably very much smiling, knowing that her son in her mind has been touched by the goddess, and that she has a good brood of children here. Like I feel like she's very proud of her kids, even though she may get into it with Artemis and Elodie. I feel like she very much is proud of them, and I feel like she has been watching her daughters, especially Elodie, work hard, making sure that they are powerful one day as witches and future queens of the realm. Um, let's go ahead and get you to light these candles, Princess Deianira. Have you been thankful to your brother? I do not think so. So when you're done, I want you to come over here and be thankful to him. Artemis and Elodie have, and Celestia was as well. And she can come over here and light these candles. Mhm. Yeah, come over here and light these candles, my love. Um, has everything been done? We can go ahead and get Lady Margaret to come over here and light these candles in honor of the goddess here. So yeah, definitely next episode, guys. I am gonna go ahead and have Giselle go over to Sunneth Castle, where we are going to go ahead and did Audra ever light her candles? I don't think so. Where we are going to spend some time with um Sunneth uh with the Sunneth family. And then probably the episode after that it might be Audra who we indeed it might be Audra who we indeed might spend time with because she does want to cloud gifts for her daughter Marcella, but she's in court, so we could do that here. But I feel like next on the list of spending time with somebody will be Lady Audra's Lady Audra's turn. Lady Giselle, I want you guys to get from over here. So let's get you off from right here. You are not being thankful to your brother, so she just did it. Let's get you over here. Let's get you to stop talking to your brother, and let's get Amir to come over here. Amir, maybe you can stop talking to everyone and come light these candles for yourself, my love. So come over here and relight these candles. Stop talking to everyone. Um, Audra, can you please listen and go light the candles? Thank you. Um, Audra, turn back around, please, and light these candles. Thank you. Complete your holiday want. Light these candles for your family and hope that the goddess hears your prayers of I don't know what she would be praying for. Oh, her prayers to hopefully get rid of Lady Audra. I mean Lady Giselle. Hopefully, I don't know. She would probably be saying it in that way, but maybe she would probably be like um praying to the goddess and hoping that Giselle does not corrupt this court. And probably that's what Giselle was praying for. And also praying that her son becomes a concubine to the princess, and that Amir one day marries her own daughter. So let's come over here and actually, um, can you appreciate this? I wonder if she can appreciate this, or would it like tell her no? And it looks like the queen and Artemis are right now talking, which is nice. Oh, they're having a mother-daughter moment. She's probably being very thankful to her daughter right now,
Oh, sick.
considering oh, is she sick, guys? Wait, hold on. Among friends, feeling great. Another from my repertoire, central heating, best of lighting, holiday cheer, quality quarters. Guys, it looked like Artemis might be getting sick, which could be pretty bad because death is I did up the stakes with the sickness, guys. Is now I think 5, 15, or 10, 15, 20 now. So she does have three like one of those three numbers could definitely hit her, and it looks like she is getting
Hi,
sick,
Lakshusha.
which is not good. But they are having a mother-daughter moment.
Definitely.
She's probably in the first stages
Lovely.
of her sickness, and Dionira is also coming over here to talk to her mom as
Merci,
well.
Kinniku.
And also, guys, they did generate some new wants. Before I do end off this episode, Lady Clara, she's over here cooking. I don't know why this is not locked for her. Yeah, it's not locked for her. But she does have the want to chat with Elodie, and I feel like she's doing this because she wants to make sure that Elodie will come over to their side. I feel like this is the court is kind of divided right now, and they're trying to ensure that certain people on certain sides. So she might want to chat with the princess, see how she's doing, and trying to get close to her. Apart from the princess, she wants to cloud gates with Lady Giselle, as we all know what happened last episode. And Princess Artemis wants to cheer someone up, apparently. Deianira, of course, wants to chat with her. And Princess Celestia wants to become friends with Lady Reagan. And as we all know, Lady Clara wants to get in a relationship. And Lady Giselle wants to act. She wants to go see her family, and she wants to also insult Lady Clara. So she very much wants to continue her reign of terror amongst court in secret. Um, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the episode off on our three girls here. My name is Ronald Simmer, guys, and I will see you all
Yerno
next
Uga.
episode. Bye bye.